Welcome to the College of Education. My name is George Njoroge. And I am your principal. Accompanying me are the senior college management, and I think it is important. It is important if they don't mind. If you don't mind, ladies and gentlemen, can you please come here? All of you. I would like in a few minutes, all of them to introduce and say who they are and what they do.
Thank you. My name is Felix Muhire. I'm representing the Director of Teaching and Learning Enhancement. Thank you.
My name is Njoroge. I am acting director of Estate, Bukara campus. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Charles Gato Gaframa. I'm in charge of planning, monitoring, and evaluation at this college. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. Njoroge. Praise the Lord. Amen. I'm called Mugabo Wilson, Director of Administration and HR. It's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Lakhan Yadav, Director of African Center of Excellence for Innovative Teaching and Learning Mathematics and Science. It is a new center, and that center is a regional center, not only for Rwanda but for whole region, serving for whole Africa, with the assistance of our partners and then School of Education and other units in this college. Thank you very much.
Morning. My name is Njoroge James. I'm the Director of Operations. You are most welcome.
I'm Cyprien Mugabo. I'm a teacher and I'm the Dean School of Education. Welcome to the School of Education.
Morning. I'm Rwanda-College. I'm a nurse. I think I will be meeting most of you. But today also I'm representing the Directorate of Student Welfare at course now, HC. Thank you and you are welcome.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Gonzalo Zeyman. I'm the head of campus library services.
Good morning. My name is Odette Wise. I'm academic registrar of this college. You are most welcome.
Good morning. I'm Njoroge Françoise. I'm the Director of Finance. I will meet all of you. Thank you. Morari. Okay, good morning. We met yesterday. I'm Kaitesi Françoise, like I told you yesterday. I'm the Director of Career and Employability Services. Again, welcome.
Good morning. I am Vanessa Kwajirayezu. I am nurse
at College of Education here.
Good morning. My name is Mungemi, and I'm escorting my director in career.
Good morning, all. I have Dr. Wahab Ibrahim, a Nigerian volunteer with the University of Rwanda, College of Education, Bukara.
Good morning. I'm Sergeant Nathan Stephen. I work in the Office of Career and Probability Services. I'm work placement officer.
That is not all about the College of Education. I'm sure in the course of this week you are going to meet, for example, the Dean of the School of Inclusive and Special Needs Education. There are several other directors who are not here. They are on mission, and I'm sure you are going to meet them. So, once again, good morning. I have prepared a speech. And I think it is important I go through the speech. I'll also make off-the-cuff remarks with regard to some of the observations that we are going to make. So you are finally here. We have been expecting you and have been preparing for your arrival. Warm welcome to all of you. Warm welcome to the University of Rwanda and especially to the College of Education. Congratulations on gaining admission for studies at the University of Rwanda. You are very lucky. You are the lucky few among many of your colleagues who never made it this far. The University of Rwanda has just celebrated its 5th year of existence. We are a young and old university at the same time in terms of existence of higher learning institutions that were merged to create the University of Rwanda in 2013. We are a nation-centered and a student-focused university which values academic excellence, honesty and integrity, freedom of inquiry, innovation and creativity, social justice and accountability. Let me say that you have made the right choice by joining the College of Education, which is one of the 6 colleges of the University of Rwanda. We shall now have an undergraduate population in the College of Education of a population of 6,342. That is including yourself. So you can see we are actually one of the largest, if not the largest, colleges of the University of Rwanda. We have postgraduate students at certificate, diploma, master's, and PhD. So once you join the College of Education, be assured that if you work very well, you will finally get a PhD. But of course you have heard, I have emphasized, you must work well. And this far, you have shown that you can work well. That's why you are in the university. And your colleagues are out there. Make the most of this time that you are in the university to realize your dreams. Our responsibility, which is ours as well as yours, is to enhance excellence in all that we do, whether in learning, in teaching, in research, as well as community engagement. It is to ensure that you realize your dreams and the abundant potentials that you have. Our responsibility is to ensure that we actualize the 3 fundamental core purposes of any university anywhere. 3 fundamental principles that any university befitting the name of a university must fulfill. 1, it is to produce and disseminate knowledge through research, innovative and creative undertakings, as well as scholarship in advancement of knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. 2, to enhance teaching and learning through reflective and critical engagement with knowledge in order to produce independent and liberated graduates who will not only have the courage to interrogate themselves and their role in society, but also in an effort to understand the society in, as well as the nation, the world, and the universe. 3, to engage with the community. As a university, we do not exist in a vacuum. We exist in a social, economic, cultural, political, and historical context that is Rwanda. That is why we pride ourselves as a nation-centered university. That is why we also have to take a lead in critical social community responsibility in our particular location, starting with Vedio. That is our town. I'm sure you have been to our town. You have seen the great town that we have here. Or you are not amused. It is not Kigali. But we are proud of this town. Because this town, we are proud of this town. Because that is our reality now. But the reality of this town, 20 years from now, will rival Kigali. Who will do it? Ourselves. Rwanda itajengwa na nani vijana? Rwanda itajengwa na sisi wenyewe. Sisi wenyewe. Sisi wenyewe. So, the fundamental question that we have to ask ourselves is, can Rukara, can Video feel our presence as a university, as a college of education? And how does it feel that presence? How does it feel that presence? In our engagement with the community, we go down the cliff of ivory tower thinking that universities in the past have been associated with. In the past, the university was somewhere out there, not caring about what happens in the community, not engaged in the community. But in today's world, the university has changed, and we are called upon to ensure that we engage with the community to ensure that the community feels the knowledge that we create. It feels the impact of the research that we do as a university, and the relevance of the university will only be accounted for if only that research, that knowledge creation helps to transform the society. So, in that engagement, we must be respectful. It is a reciprocal partnership with the community. These are the 3 fundamental principles. Our dear new students, ladies and gentlemen, the students, you have joined the College of Education, and our core business, driven from the values, vision, and mission of the university, is to educate highly qualified teachers and educational professionals who will act as the foundation for quality human development, human resource development for sustainable development. A country is said to be as good as its teachers. A country is said to be as good as its teachers. All of you are here today, but I am sure your teachers have played a great role to make you be where we are. We all remember about teachers, teachers who inspired us, teachers who were there as our mothers, our fathers, our brothers and sisters, teachers who were our shoulders to cry on, teachers who kept on telling us we can do better. We can do better. We have potentials that can make us better than we are. Those are the kind of teachers that we want you to become. Those are the kind of teachers that will transform this nation to realize its goals and visions. Without that kind of teachers, this country is doomed, and we cannot afford to do that. This country therefore looks up to you with regard to its future in a fast-changing, globalized world. Your enrolling at the College of Education marks the beginning of your initiation into the noble profession, which requires you to be the best of the best in all that you do and be a role model that the future generations will be looking back to and say, this is my teacher. You cannot be proud of a teacher who never inspired you, who never made or contributed to what you are. By joining the university, you are also being initiated into a life of freedom, unlike you have experienced before. I'm sure since you came here, it is an exciting phase of your life because the university will be inculcating into you values amongst which is decision-making, proper judgment, and freedom with responsibility, without which your life would take a different direction other than what you came here to do. That is, to study and to graduate and to be a useful citizen. Your time in the College of Education will be one of the freest and exciting in your life, but it should also be a moment to rediscover yourself. It is an opportunity to discover yourself and answer the question, who am I? Who are you? Who are you? Have you bothered to ask yourself who you are? A tricky question, a difficult question, but very important. It is difficult, but which you must face with courage. Never forget who you are and where you have come from. The fact that you have joined the university does not mean that you have become a different person. The person you were before yesterday is the person you are today. The only difference is you are being given an opportunity to realize your dreams, your goals, your wishes, and your aspirations. And this is what will make a difference between you and the others who may not have had the opportunity to join the university. And therefore, you cannot forget, because your past is with you, and that past influences your present and your future. So, as you work, as you engage, as you go in this journey, you ensure that that one should always be in the back of your mind to help you to transform, to help you to be a better person than you are. These will always remind you to focus on your goals, dreams, hopes, and wishes. Be passionate about what you do and always be committed. Be committed. No one will do it for you, no matter how much They pledge to love you. Only you can do it. Only you can do it. We cannot do it for you. Your mother, your father, your boyfriend, your girlfriend will not do it for you. The dean will not do it for you or anyone. Only you have to do it for yourself. Your parents and guardians have done their part. It is now your responsibility to do what you have to do to demonstrate that their efforts and sacrifices were not in vain in ensuring that you join the university. It is time in which you transist, and it is also challenging, but which nevertheless you must deal with. You must run to adjust, and it is also a time of change. There are no bells to tell you it is time. Have you seen any bell being rung? There are no bells in the university. There are no prefects or monitors like you used to have. It is a personal responsibility once you have been inducted into the culture of the university, as it has been happening since yesterday. And it will be a continuous process to ensure that your time at the College of Education is exciting and worthwhile. Welcome to Freedom Space. And the Freedom Space, it is a space which calls you to be responsible, to be accountable. No one will come to your hostel to tell you, go to class. Your conscience, your responsibility, your commitment must be able to drive you to wake up in time, not to miss the lessons. Because lecturers have also an obligation to kick you out of that classroom. In other words, there are rules and regulations. There are policies. It is incumbent upon you to ensure that you familiarize yourself with this culture of the university, which opens the door for liberation, for transformation. Because we are saying, you are responsible. You are responsible. According to J.K. Rowling of the Harry Potter, I'm sure you have seen that, or you have heard about it, Harry Potter series, fame. There is always an expiry date on blaming your parents for steering you in the wrong direction. In other words, the blame game ended the other day when you came here. Don't say your parents. Don't say so and so. It is you. In other words, the responsibility now is yours. That date started yesterday when induction started. In other words, we are trying to induct you into the culture of the university. And we shall continue to do it so that your life at the university is enjoyable, so that you can be able to realize your dreams. You are now responsible for what happens going forward, and you will be accountable for what happens, as much as the college will be accountable to you and to the nation in ensuring that we do the best we can to facilitate the actualization of your dreams. You are on a journey of transformation because that is the essence of university education. University education is supposed to transform you. We expect you to have an open mind and to marshal the courage to interrogate your lived reality. Engage your colleagues, engage your lecturers, and the university community in general, for it is only through this that you will experience immense personal transformation. Question: challenge conventional wisdom have a voice. Move out of your comfort zone and do not take anything for granted. Do not take anything for granted. A university is not a glorified high school. A university is not a glorified high school. It is a university. It is a space for contestation in order to create new knowledge, in order to create a better world in the present and the future. You are responsible for who you become and what Rwanda becomes. It is a weighted responsibility for all of us. We have to work together. We have to work together. What does it mean? We are saying you have joined the university. We have said it is a space for transformation. We have said there is a lot of freedom, but there is also a lot of responsibility for each and every one of us. As a college, it is our business to ensure that you are taught, that when you go to your lecture theaters, lecturers are there, ready. Materials are there, and facilities are there. That your hostels are up to the standard. That you go to your classrooms. We have the necessary teaching, learning resources. That when you go to the library, you can be able to access. We are working all that. As you see, we came here in October last year, moved from Kigali to this place. But we are endeavoring to transform this space into the space that we are going to be proud of. It is our core business, and I must thank the guild president. James. This man, you know, a president is always a president. Huh? President James Mulenzi. What I'm trying to say is that the college will not be what it is without the involvement of the student leadership. He has been key, and we are promising that we will continue working together with the students to ensure that anything you point out will be listened to. After all, that's why we are saying that the university is not a high school. The university is not a high school. I am challenging you to challenge conventional wisdom. Where here we are talking about the student being the center of learning. And therefore, we do not want or do not expect students to be spectators, that the lecturers are the alpha and omega of knowledge. They are not. We co-create. In a university, we co-create knowledge. We are in this together, side by side, co-investigation, co-creation, co-interrogation, to actually see what the answers are. There are no answers. Do not expect answers. Go and search for the answers, because your opinion, your view is as important as any other from whichever point. So it is fundamental that you understand the teaching learning process changes from what you have been used in the university. You are going to be challenged to go to the library, to go to the internet, to search for information and be able to be responsive. That is why you cannot create, you cannot transform, you cannot liberate or give people skills by letting them listen to you. They have to be involved in the search for knowledge. However, there are certain things that are vital that you really need to know. Do not disadvantage yourself. Do not disadvantage yourself by not doing what you would do to be a better person. You are many. We are receiving close to 2,000 first years. This is among the highest number. Actually, among all the colleges, we have the highest intake in the first year. You are many. In the next 3 years that you are going to spend here, make sure that you are the best of the best. By doing what? By doing what? Don't focus on side shows. Don't focus on irrelevancies that do not add positive value to your life. If you spend a lot of your time, on social media, fake social media life, that what you do is to take photographs and post on WhatsApp and whatever, not focusing on your core business, you lose.
That's true.
These things, they will be there. They were there. They will be there even after you have wasted your 3 years. Take it as a tool. Don't make it your life. Don't make it your life. Taking selfies and whatever, it is okay. That is okay. But what is your core business in being a university student? Don't spend a lot of your time. We have talked about freedom. I'm talking about this because we have cited freedom. We will not chase after you. But I think it is important we tell you. I love you, baby. I love you, honey. These are very nice terms. These are very, but everything has a price. Everything has a price. Are you ready to pay the price? Ask yourself, are you ready to pay the price? Are you ready to suspend your studies because you have become pregnant? Do you have that luxury of time? Do you have the luxury of time to spend your time in video bars or in Kayonza taking Gahuza Miriango? Is that what you came here to do? Do not forget where you have come from and where you are going and what you wanted to do with your life. Gahuza Miriango will be there, right? It will always be there. Eh? Are we understanding each other? You don't want to say it. It is too nice to swallow. But there is always the bitter reality. It is important. Those things. That is why we have said freedom with responsibility. These things are okay. We will never stop them. After all, it is the first level of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which says we must fulfill physiological needs. And the physiological needs, need for food, need for drinking, need for sex, need for what? But for you to go to the highest level of self-realization, you must be able to overcome the needs for this. That is why it is the base level. If you decide to remain at the animal level, that is the physiological level, then remember you are not going to realize your dreams. They will have gone. Your parents' endeavors and sacrifices will have gone down the drain because you misunderstood what freedom means. Freedom means you put your effort, you know what you came here to do,
act accordingly and ensure that you are a better person, that this country can be proud of tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, and you will become a hero because you will have transformed this country. You will have transformed this country positively. One fundamental requirement: the College of Education is an English-speaking zone. It is an English-speaking zone. I am declaring this, quote me, misquote me, but the message is given. It is for your own good. English for your own good. English for your own good, ladies and gentlemen. We want you, when you are in the College of Education, to speak, to communicate, to interact, to sing, to dance, to sleep, to eat in English. Why? The language of instruction is English. We do not want, it is very disheartening. It is very disheartening when you graduate with a degree and then you cannot get a job because you cannot express yourself. Please, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleading with you. It is important, it is for your own good. There is no need of getting a first-class honors degree and you cannot communicate what you know. You are teachers. Out there, the government has invested for the last 10 years, 10 good years since 2008 to ensure that the citizens of this country are not disadvantaged against or vis-a-vis Ugandans, Kenyans, Tanzanians, and others when it comes to competition for jobs. When it comes to competition for jobs, Rwanda Vision 2020 identify one of the pillars as quality human resource development. And it says that the greatest resource that this country has is human resource. Human resource that is able to go beyond the borders of this country and compete with other citizens elsewhere. Why do you want that to happen? When it is within your powers to speak English, you know Kinyarwanda, very good. But we are asking you that when you go to these offices, where you go to seek for services, speak, make mistakes. Tomorrow you will not make mistakes. Don't apologize. Don't apologize for making mistakes. And in any case, do not fear. Do not fear. Make the mistakes. Let them, tomorrow I will not make it. I will be a better person tomorrow. But at the end of the day, because let us look at it this way, you have all come here from the corners of this country. You have come to make friends. But always remember this. At the end of 3 years, when we graduate you, you will go your own way, I go my own way, and we will meet in the field looking for employment. The body that was encouraging you to speak in Kinyarwanda or any other language that disadvantaged you will not be there. It is you. And they will be telling you, welcome to the new brave world where competition, where the best of the best will get employment. That is what is happening. We are encouraging you. We want you to engage in debate. We want you, don't be afraid, whether you are speaking to your lecturer, whether you are speaking to the dean, whether you are speaking to the principal, and you are saying, my, this is broken English. We will help you to straighten it. And you will not repeat the same mistake tomorrow. So it is important. Across the induction week, you are going to be told several deans, you are going to meet deans, you are going to meet other university officials who are going to show you how we are going to move together. Don't fear. The offices here are public offices. You are free to go to any office, to stop any officer of this college and seek assistance. These are public offices. These are public offices, although sometimes we go by saying, my office. My office. It is a public office. Pop in, say what you have to say. That's why you have joined the university. Right? Are you in uniform? Are you in uniform? But you have been used to wearing uniform. That is one of the characteristics of the university. However, we are training education professionals. We are training teachers. Yeah? We want you to be decently dressed. Right? Are we in this together? We don't want sagging trousers, which are here. We don't want that. That one we will kick you out of the room. Huh? What is that here? You know the message? You know the sagging trousers that people wear. We don't want to see your pants. And neither for the ladies. There is a level to which we don't want to see your thighs. It is important. You are free to wear, but we also want you. We are training you. There are certain values that we would want to see inculcated in you, and it is important. It is for your own good. If you are used to wearing to going naked, know that your values that you are trying, you will go for an interview naked, and you are going to be thrown out of the office where you are going to seek for. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the College of Education. Welcome to the University of Rwanda. Rwanda itajengwa na vijana. Rwanda itajengwa na sisi wenyewe. Sisi wenyewe. Sisi wenyewe. Rwanda itajengwa na vijana. Rwanda itajengwa na sisi wenyewe. Sisi wenyewe. Sisi wenyewe.
Mena mukuzizimi kwa mimi kwa kitima bashingira amaboko musoro aho munezero cy'umwana no mugisha. Koma na. Njoroge